Hi. The fash and populist right have collapsed. Tories stole their bluster and racism and flag waving, but now the Tories are sinking quickly, trailing in the polls and fragmenting. 2 years before the next election, but it looks like they're all washed up. It's possible these consummate shapeshifters could pull something out of the hat, but it looks highly unlikely. Their vote is disintegrating, and there's a definite strain of abstention by Tory voters. Not that they seem to be turning to Starmer's Tories Mark II Labour Party either. By all political logic, this leaves a tremendous void, and yet another one, within the greater expanding one, which should register in support for ultra or populist right. But there's no sign of this at the ballot box nor on the streets. There is a tremendous disillusionment on the voting right, also a subterranean murmur, slowly growing in intensity for a new party of the right. The Reform Party has unsuccessfully attempted to fill this space, and the ultra-right B.N.P type parties have ceased to have any real relevance. Most are just a few men in the dog outfits now. I think the populist nationalist right will reconfigure after the next election into a viable and dangerous political force. Look at the likes of Farage for a movement in that direction. There are the beginnings of a clamour for a new party on the right to replace the discredited Tories, who failed on all levels to deliver the post-Brexit utopia. However, due to the lib-con triumvirate monopoly supported by the corrupt electoral system, it's next to impossible for any new party, even if it picks up millions of votes, to gain any parliamentary representation. But quite possibly, this itself will cease to have much relevance in a more rapidly changing situation, as crisis builds upon crisis without resolution in our not-too-distant future. Society politics is moving forever rightwards in the UK. It's more than possible the ultra-nationalist populist right will reconfigure as they have done on the European continent. The left no longer exists as a counterweight, merely being a series of impotent front groups or pimping for Labour. Any opposition to this unremitting rightward drift will have to come from elsewhere and create a viable, rejectionist alternative, anarchic in content and action. It doesn't exist yet, only the potential. Bye.